you realize that there is a global campaign to end war, not only stop World War III, but to focus on bringing peace across the globe. And you can only bring peace when you realize that what are the kind of ingredients or what underlies or what drives war. And it's always been occupation, colonialization, military intervention in order to steal the resources of the indigenous people. So when we witness this genocide, which is taking place in front of our very eyes, I just read today 70,000 children are waiting to be admitted to hospitals in Gaza for malnutrition. I mean, the hospitals are destroyed, schools are destroyed. We're 67 Palestinians murdered today from dawn. So from midnight, sorry, dawn 6 in the morning, roughly, from 6 o'clock this morning to whenever I read this 2 hours ago,
Yeah.
67 Palestinians have been eviscerated, obliterated, blown to pieces, complete families. And I've seen photographs which are quite harrowing of young Palestinian children. They do like a selfie. So you see them emaciated as they are now, and they're holding in their hand a photograph of how they looked 6 months ago, or perhaps 8 months ago. And, the contrast is stark. The contrast is frightening. And, there are parallels to what happened with German fascism in the Second World War in the concentration camps. When you see the people who were released, they were like human skeletons. It was like skin just upon the bone. You could see their ribs, you could see the cheekbones, you could see the complete outline of their jaws, you could see the sunken eyes from the malnutrition, where the body ends up eating itself because there's no sustenance, there's no food, there's no calorific intake. And when you see those photographs of those adults, and you see some of the adults in Gaza today, and you witness the ethnic cleansing of the West Bank, I'm almost ashamed to be human. I feel guilty that I am living in a safe environment where I can go to the shops, I can go and take exercise, I can walk freely without fear of violence being visited upon me. I personally cannot imagine for 1 second the depth of the horror and suffering that the people in Palestine are going through. The duty of any parent is to provide a safe, loving, warm environment for their children, followed by food, education, healthcare, playtime activities, uh, you know, uh, stroking their imagination, creating a better world for them than the parents had themselves. Could you imagine watching your children die in front of your very eyes? I can't.